And we are back with part 10, Rise of the Tomb Raider, getting ready to finish the game. Pretty much this is the last point that I can upgrade any of this. So, I'm going to, what's Brawler got? Do we have anything for Brawler? Not probably going to do me much on this, but okay. So yeah, pretty much from this point on, it's balls to the wall. Yep, this looks like a good place for a point of no return.
All squads, I have a visual on Croc. She must not be allowed into the Chamber of Souls.
Constantine. I don't think you'll be able to hit him!
We'll keep trying. We're reloading the trebuchet. Hold on! The helicopter is too fast. We'll never be able to hit him.
Wait! I have an idea. If I shoot the fireball when it's near the chopper, the blast might hit it.
I hope you're right. Give us the signal. We'll be ready.
I'm ready! Go!
Here it comes!
Come down and face me, you coward!
Send in a squad, now! I want her dead! He's dead! Cover me!
We'll be ready soon.
Let it fly!
All right, here goes.
Now, if I remember right, Constantine shows up here. Yeah, there it is.
Just you and I now, Lara. You have no weapons, no allies, no hope. This place has become your tomb. No! My destiny lies in the Chamber of Souls. I've come too close to be stopped now. Yes, I knew him. When my sister infiltrated your family, I was there, watching from the shadows. He was a brilliant man, but he was weak, a coward. Look in! I have him. He would have helped me fulfill my destiny. No!
Little clip in action there.
No! My destiny lies in the Chamber of Souls. Close, you think? You know,
Damn, really? I remember this guy was just a pain in the ass. Like, the first hit is extremely easy. You basically just run around
You have no weapons.
until you can get up to
No
here,
allies. No hope. This place
and then he
will become
basically
your
just
tomb.
walks right over.
Stay still.
Oh! Okay, apparently I didn't time that right.
Just you and I now, Lara. You have no weapons, no allies, no hope. This place will become your tomb. Come fight me. Don't. No! My destiny lies in the Chamber of Souls. Stronger than your father.
Really?
I see you.
What, being cheating?
Just you and I now, Lara. You can't hide.
Oh, really? Now all of a sudden you can see me?
Just you and I now, Lara. You have no weapons, no allies, no hope. This place will become your tomb.
Alright,
My
asshole.
destiny lies in the Chamber of Souls. Too close to be stopped now. Yes, I will. Trinity could have made him great. We offered him everything. It's not too late for you.
There we go. There you go. Biatch. Give me my bow back.
It's not my destiny. I was meant for greatness.
This was never your destiny. Your sister let you believe that.
I did all of this for her. Don't you walk away from me. Wait! Trinity killed your father.
No, you're lying.
He begged for his life. And when that failed, he begged for yours.
You're wrong! Shut up! Just shut up!
was a pathetic man.
You're not worth it.
I like to think.
Burn in hell.
Mercy. Even though there's no mercy. Huh.
Anna! Stop! Your men are defeated. Your brother is dead. No! That's what Trinity has wrought. Death. And that's all they'll ever bring. Give this up.
I gave up everything for this. I have no intention of giving it to Trinity.
What about your father? You're dooming him to be mocked by history. How can you let this go? When you're so close?
I'm willing to make that sacrifice. I can't let you take it.
Think of the millions, suffering and dying. We can save them. We can change the world. Together.
The cost is too high, Anna. We aren't meant to live forever. Death is a part of life.
That's easy for you to say. You're not the one who's dying.
But this isn't about you. This is about humanity, about protecting what it means to be human.
They're coming! We're surrounded!
Jacob, look out!
The sword is not meant for the world!
This is your chance, Lara. Everything I've done, everything you've done. Another Croft doesn't have to die for this.
But I'm willing to.
Ooh, drama. Dramatic.
Well, I'm not. Please. I'm dying. This is my only hope.
Anna, no!
Oh, that's not good.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
Jacob, hold on.
I've held on for too long already.
You knew I'd destroy it.
In all my years, I've met few as extraordinary as you.
They're gonna start making out or anything, are they?
It's finally happening. My ending.
I'm sorry. All I wanted was to make a difference.
You already have. You already have.
He gonna die. He gonna blow away. It's like Thanos all over again.
My dearest Lara, I often think about how my father would turn over in his grave if he knew the shame I had brought upon our family's name. Croft, what does it even mean? I just hope you can make your own mark on this world someday. Remember that the extraordinary is in what we do, not who we are.
Destroying the Source was the right thing to do.
I still feel like I let him down.
I think you would have made the same choice. Come on. You've got a plane to catch.
I listened to his last tape 1,000 times, but it's as if I was hearing my father's words only now, for the first time. It doesn't matter what choices he would have made. I have to make my own. The myth of Katesh was real. There are secrets out there that can change the world. I need to find them, not for my father, not for anyone else. Trinity is still out there, and they're more powerful than I ever imagined. I can stop them. I can make a difference. I can make the right difference.
Yeah. Empowerment. We don't need to see the trailer.
Anna. You said another Croft doesn't have to die for this. What did you mean by that? You killed my father, didn't you?
Trinity ordered his execution. I couldn't do it.
You're lying!
I loved him.
No!
It's done. Good. What about Croft?
No. Not yet.
Cliffhanger. So that pretty much wraps up Rise of the Tomb Raider. So there you go. Yeah, so the new Tomb Raider comes out sometime here in September. I want to say it's the 12th for early access. One thing I am going to say about the Tomb Raider reboots in general is that I think they've done a really good job of kind of taking a franchise that had just been beat to death and kind of just pressing the reset button and actually making it playable. I very much enjoyed Rise of the Tomb Raider more so than the original reboot. You know, just because I think they took some consideration into things that people were saying were just not right with the first reboot, and, you know, just kind of worked with it. And I think that, you know, when a company does that and actually listens to the players, I think that's it's one of the best things that they can do. I mean, because these are the people that are buying your product. So, you know, consideration for anything has to go in. But as far as what honestly I would rank Rise of the Tomb Raider on a 1 to 10 scale, I'd give it a solid 7, 7.5. It very much has some awesome set pieces, and the gameplay is pretty rock solid, except for a couple jumpy mechanic things. I'm not too terribly happy with how much the with how much the reboot, I don't want to say ripped off, because I don't think that they ripped it off. I do say that there are a lot of similarities between, obviously, the Uncharted series and the rebooted Tomb Raider franchise. And, you know, when you think about it, Tomb Raider itself was kind of based off Indiana Jones, and just, you know, the archaeologist going through all the action scenes and all that stuff. You know, it just made sense. And then, you know, you had Uncharted and Nathan Drake coming along, who is like a spitting reference to Indiana Jones. I mean, it's like you can't make that up. I mean, aside from not having a hat and a whip, he's basically the same guy. But yeah, obviously, you know, they also had to take into consideration when they did this reboot that, hey, you know, back in the day, Laura, or Lara, depending on which camp you're in, was very much looked at as, you know, more of a, you know, as much as you probably could, as more of a sex symbol back then. And, you know, with the graphic abilities back then, it was pretty rough, needless to say. But either way, she was definitely looked at more as a sexualized character. Barring the one scene in the first game, which everyone knows about, they don't really make it seem as if they're pushing too hard to make it seem that, you know, she's better adept to what she's doing because she's a female. It doesn't, they're not trying to sexualize her at all in this version of the game, which is awesome. I mean, because you look at some games, you know, like MMORPGs are the worst example of this, or I should say the best example of this, because, you know, you get a female character who's supposed to be, you know, a knight or a fighter of some sort, and you know that, you know, a male character would have tons of armor on for defense and stuff like that, and then, you know, they just over-sexualize the female counterparts. And, you know, like, I get it, you know, I mean, sex sells. I mean, that's why there's swimsuit issues for Sports Illustrated. That's why, you know, every girl who's on nighttime news has to look a certain way. I mean, I get it. But I think to an extent there has to be a line drawn, and I think Crystal Dynamics have done a really good job of towing that line. Where, yes, the model is very nice. It's very clean. Movements are very good. Voice acting, it's pretty good. You know, I wouldn't say it's, you know, Uncharted level, but it's pretty good. And, you know, you can only expect so much from a franchise that's already pretty much done a certain game a certain way. You know, people were really excited about Tony Hawk 5. You know, and I sat there and I'm just like, why are you excited about a Tony Hawk game? It's a series that has been beat to death on so many levels. They should just give it up. And then, you know, meanwhile, you have a game like Skate, who is the same premise. It's still a skateboarding game, but because they changed up the gameplay of it and the mechanics of it, it's an entirely different thing. And that series, despite all of its glitches and everything like that in Skate 3, is still one of the best series, you know, that they've made in that genre. Whereas you look at so many Tony Hawk games, and it's just, it's wash, rinse, repeat. And, you know, they very easily could have done that with the Tomb Raider series and kept going and, you know, just prettied up the graphics and made everything look good. But I, for one, am super happy that they did not go that route. I honestly cannot wait until the next game. I will be getting it day one. So I will probably be streaming my playthrough. Probably on my Facebook. So if you do not follow my Facebook channel, please, or my Facebook page, please do that. It's 1UP Games KS with the number 1. Really wish I could actually do that on Twitch, but they have. Anyway, long story. But so yeah, that was Rise of the Tomb Raider. Pretty hyped for the next game. So if you guys like these playthroughs, I'm going to be doing some more. Probably not something this long, simply because, you know, this does take a lot of time. I mean, to go through the whole playthrough, I mean, this is part 10, you know, and I try to keep them at about an hour a piece. I mean, that's 9-10 hours. You know, I mean, that's a lot of time to go through and actually watch a playthrough, but, you know, some people like to do that. So if it's something that you guys would like to see more of, you know, full playthroughs, hey, you know, hit me up in the comments. We'll make it happen. You know, give me some game recommendations. I got, you know, pretty beefy specs set up, and I've also got, you know, a crap ton of consoles. So if there's anything even older you want me to check out, yeah, by all means, let me know. Alright, so that's going to do it for this playthrough. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll catch you next time.